friends, welcome back to Made Up. It's your girl Diane, and today we have an exciting video. Halloween happens to be my husband and his family's favorite holiday, so he got me a Halloween present from Sephora. Yay! I'm so excited. So this is what he brought me home. Oh, so cool. It's a little kit. It says Dewey on there. It's from Drunk Elephant. I've actually never really owned any Drunk Elephant products. I have had like the little sample that came on my birthday this last year, but I have never actually bought any sort of products from them. So I am very excited to try this out. I would love to use them more. I mean, I really loved my sample that I got for my birthday, but they are just a tinge on the pricey side, so I tend to not buy from them. But this is such a welcome surprise. I'm like so excited. Well, let's see what else he got me in this little Halloween basket of goodness. Okay, so it looks like he got me two more things, and wait for it. How cool is that? He got me the Makeup by Mario eyeshadow palettes, both of them it looks like. The Master Mattes and the Master Metallics. Wow, that is so cool. I am so excited to give these a try. So I think since these are the three things he got me, I think I'm gonna save this for a different video because that is so cool. I'm so excited to give this a try, but we're gonna leave this as a separate video. We're just gonna focus on these Makeup by Mario eyeshadow palettes. I have not opened these guys before, so let's go ahead and get these guys open and see what we got here. So the box, the packaging is black, but then the inside is white here. Really cool. And then this is the Master Mattes palette, and on the back, it's just kind of a sticker actually that says matte 1, 2, 3, 4, and it goes like in rows. That's a sticker on there. So it's a really basic kind of packaging, but I do like it. There's something simplistic about it and just very pleasing. So those are the shades right there. The palette does seem small, and I've seen that review on there online is that it's a lot smaller than what you would think. There are 12 eyeshadow pans in there, and it is pretty small, but not in a bad way. I mean, there is no spacing between the shadows. A lot of times, this might be the same pan size. I'll have to look up how much product you get in each pan size, but a lot of times what makes eyeshadow palettes really big and bulky is this spacing in between. It's not necessarily the eyeshadow pans themselves. So this is cute, it's compact, which I actually really like. I would imagine that if you are a makeup artist, if you are just on the go or whatnot, but this might be a great thing to kind of take with you or have in your kit because it is so compact. It comes with a really nice mirror in there. This is my first time opening both of these up, so we'll get to the next one here in a minute, but that is what they look like. I should mention, there's a nice magnetic closing on that, which I really, really enjoy. So let's open the next one. That's the Master Metallics. They look exactly the same, the same exact packaging, but this says Master Metallics. Same thing on the back. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4 across in a row, except they call it Metallics 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. So there it is right there. Okay. Let's see. I haven't taken the sticker off yet, so it's still, the mirror looks foggy. That's not what it looks like. I'll take that off in a minute. Let's just take a look at these colors together though. Oh, I like that. I really hadn't spent too much time looking at the metallic palette. Didn't really know what shades. I knew what the matte palette looked like because I feel like when you see a picture of that, your head almost processes that right away because it's such a neutral type of palette. This is the first time I am actually seeing which colors came in this palette. Are you guys like me where you open up a new palette and then immediately you think of all the different looks, how you can combine them, what you're supposed to be doing, what different looks you want to try like almost immediately? Right now, let's go ahead and swatch both of these palettes so that you can see what they look like on the arm, and then we will try a look with both of these palettes. Okay, so I already have the rest of my base on. So for the most part, everything's done except for eyes and lips. The lips I'm leaving for last because I'm not exactly sure what I wanted to do with this look today. Like I said, I actually hadn't spent time really looking at the metallics palette, so I wasn't sure where I wanted to go. So I didn't want to choose a lip color and then like it not complement each other. All right, so first things first, I'm gonna go in with an eyeshadow base, and this is gonna be the Milani eyeshadow primer. I'm just gonna take a little dollop there. I'm gonna get that on the eye, and then I'm gonna take a brush and kind of tap that all over the eye. With eyeshadow primer, if you have hooded eyes out there, the key to putting eyeshadow primer on is to limit the amount of primer you put on, because if you put too much, it will crease if you have hooded eyes. So primer is on, and I am going to start with the mattes palette on this side here, and I'm going to start by using just an all over shade to kind of set the base. And I know a lot of people may or may not do this. I'm the type of person who likes to set the eyeshadow primer. I believe I get a nicer blend when that's set with something, an all over sort of powder. So I'm going to go with this one right here. And I believe that that is called matte number 3. All right, quick and easy. I believe that was a good all over shade. Next, I'm gonna go in with the color that's right next to it, and number 4 here. It's right here. And I am going to start by placing that in the outer V, and then slowly but surely bringing it across, creating this crease. Since I have hooded eyes and I don't really have that crease, I'm gonna go ahead and create myself one. I like that so far. It's actually a little bit warmer than what it looked like in the pan, but I like it. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye, starting with the outer V and then bringing it slowly into the crease and building it up. All right, so now we are going to dip into this metallics palette, and I am just so excited about this. These are just stunning. So I am going to start with this green shade right here. I am going to start with the same brush. I'm just going to lightly do a quick color change, and we're gonna dip into this green color here with this fluffy brush. We're gonna see if that does anything. We might need to go in with a different brush, but I'm gonna start with this green right here next to the outer V, so not quite in the center. Next up, I'm gonna take the shade right next to it, which looks like an orangey gold. So I'm gonna coat my flat brush with that. And these are very soft and creamy. I'm gonna put it right next door. It seems to be very dense color exactly where I place the shadow, but then kind of just spreading it out proves to be a little bit challenging. So I'm gonna continue kind of packing this product on. Next up, I am going to take the color right next to it. Just this one right here, which is like a light, very light gold right there. And I'm gonna take that in my inner corner of the eye. So I'm gonna go back into those colors and kind of try to blend things out a bit better, because right now it's looking very, very harsh. We have some fallout, and it does seem a little bit cakey. Have you guys experienced that before with very soft metallics where they can almost become chunky, just like you would cake on foundation. Kind of the same thing, because it's so moist or like creamy, because it's so creamy, it kind of packs up on each other and then becomes a little chunky and then flaky. I'm gonna try to fix that. I'm definitely gonna have to play with that formula a little bit more. I'm gonna go back in with the mattes and I'm gonna deepen the shade along the V and in the crease. So we're gonna go in with this shade right here. I am going to deepen that corner up even a little bit more. We're gonna create a little bit more drama, just a little bit, by using this shade right here. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. I believe it's looking a little bit muddy. I'm gonna go back in with the metallics with the same 3 shades in this middle row that I used earlier, and I'm gonna try to make things less muddy. Now I'm gonna go in with this shade right here to do my inner corner highlight. I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna finish up the other eye and we will be right back. All right, so that is the finished look, and so far I'm liking it better now that everything's kind of come together, and I feel like that's true for a lot of makeup looks. When you're doing eyeshadow, sometimes it just doesn't really come together until your eyes are completely done, and I like it so far. So I definitely want to see how the day goes. I'm gonna leave it on for as long as I can and kind of see if that formula breaks down at all or if it gets better over time. So stick with me if you want to see the results. All right guys, let's dish. These palettes are $48 a piece. Now, that is a lot of money in my opinion. To complete a look that I would typically do, and I feel like a lot of us out there would, we'd have to buy both palettes. I do believe that the intention is maybe that this is for professional makeup artists, where something small, compact, and then having an array of versatile neutrals would work. This could be a win-win if you're doing someone's makeup, something for weddings, things like that. I mean, these are pretty compact, and there's 12 shadows in each of these palettes. And between the both of them, you could really do very versatile looks. That being said, it's $48. It's a lot for a basic palette. It's also a lot for a metallic palette, in my opinion. You know, the packaging, pretty simple. I will say I like the magnetic closure a lot. Even this information here, this is just a peel off sticker. So you've got a basic white palette with brand logo embossed here. It's pretty simple. I will tell you that this palette here, although I really like the colors, I just have to keep continuing to play with this palette a little bit more because I didn't really get the results that I was hoping for. And that's sad to say because I really wanted to love this, but you know, with the flat brush, which typically works very well with metallics, that being said, I didn't spray it. It didn't work out as well as I would have liked it to. It did seem a bit patchy at times, and maybe it was just the wrong brush. Next time for sure, I'm gonna try application with my finger. Now, something I always say is that first impressions, although they may be honest, they're not always accurate. So I'm going to continue to play with these palettes a little bit more and see if I can get better results with different applications. I hope you guys had fun watching this video. I definitely had a lot of fun shooting it and receiving these presents, so stay tuned because I will do this video soon. So make sure that you are getting notifications so you can see my review on some of these Drunk Elephant products that I am super excited to get. But until next time, guys, that's all I have for you today. So please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you can be notified of all my future uploads. All right, guys, till next time, thank you so much for joining me. See you soon. You know when it gets caught on the side little flaps and you can't get them open? Ooh, now I'm having trouble. Terrible.